In 1981, a bomb hidden in a tape recorder exploded during a press conference in Tehran. The man at the podium survived, but his right arm was permanently paralyzed. Today, that same man is the longest-serving head of state in the Middle East, holding absolute power over a nation of 85 million people and a military that keeps the world on edge. His name is Ali Khamenei. But how did a mid-ranking cleric, who wasn't even the first choice for the job, become the ultimate authority in Iran? And in a country that has both a president and a supreme leader, who is actually in charge when the chips are down? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the most powerful office in the Islamic Republic. Welcome to the program. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the complex, often misunderstood power structure of Iran. We're going to explore the life of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the man who has steered Iran through decades of sanctions, proxy wars, and internal unrest. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the secret to his political longevity and the crucial, often confusing difference between the supreme leader and the president. If you've ever wondered why Iranian elections seem so high stakes, yet so limited, this is the episode for you. To understand Ali Khamenei, you have to understand that he wasn't born into power, he was forged in the fire of revolution. Born in 1939 in the holy city of Mashhad, Khamenei was the son of a cleric and lived a life of modest means. He spent his youth in religious seminaries, but unlike many of his peers who stayed out of politics, Khamenei became a revolutionary. He was a devoted student of Ayatollah Khamenei, the founding father of the Islamic Republic. During the 1960s and 70s, Khamenei was arrested at least 6 times by the Shah's secret police. He was a street-level organizer, a fiery orator, and a man who truly believed in the cause. When the 1979 revolution finally toppled the monarchy, Khamenei didn't just sit back, he climbed the ladder fast. He served as a commander in the Revolutionary Guard and eventually became the president of Iran in 1981. But here's the twist. In 1989, when the founding leader Khomeini died, the country faced a constitutional crisis. Khomeini wasn't actually a grand Ayatollah, the highest religious rank usually required for the job. But in a move of pure political survival, the assembly changed the rules. They promoted him, choosing political loyalty over religious seniority. He was the compromise candidate who ended up outlasting everyone. Now, before we get into the heavy lifting of how the Iranian government actually functions, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're finding this breakdown helpful and want to support independent deep dives into global politics, please take 5 seconds to hit the follow button and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It's the single best way to help new listeners find the show. So, let's tackle the big question. What is the difference between the supreme leader and the president? Think of it like a corporate structure, but with a divine twist. The president is like the CEO. He's elected by the people, he manages the budget, he handles the day-to-day bureaucracy, and he's the one who usually takes the blame when the economy goes south. But the supreme leader, he is the chairman of the board with a lifetime appointment. In Iran, the supreme leader is the commander-in-chief. He doesn't just suggest policy, he delineates it. He has the final say on foreign policy, the nuclear program, and the military. While the president might represent Iran at the UN, the supreme leader is the one who decides whether the country goes to war or makes peace. He also controls the Guardian Council, a group of 12 people who have the power to disqualify any candidate running for president. So while Iranians do vote, they can only vote for people the supreme leader has already cleared. It's a system of supervised democracy, where the ultimate authority is never on the ballot. You might be wondering, if the supreme leader has all the power, why does the president even exist? Well, the president acts as a vital buffer. When people are angry about inflation or unemployment, they protest against the president. This allows the supreme leader to remain above the fray, acting as a spiritual guide rather than a mere politician. It's a brilliant, if cynical, way to maintain stability.
The president has the responsibility of governing, but the supreme leader has the authority of ruling. To wrap things up, Ali Khamenei's rise from a revolutionary cleric to the most powerful man in Iran is a masterclass in political maneuvering. He used his close ties to the military and the Revolutionary Guard to turn a provisional appointment into a 35-year reign. He has survived assassination attempts, international isolation, and multiple waves of domestic protests. He remains the ultimate arbiter of Iran's destiny, sitting at the intersection of religion and hard-nosed geopolitics. Thank you for spending your time with us today. We covered a lot of ground, from the tape recorder bomb that paralyzed Khamenei's arm to the intricate check and balance system that keeps the supreme leader at the top of the food chain. Understanding this power dynamic is the only way to truly understand what's happening in the Middle East today.